So another week, trying to make a video a week. That's what I'm trying to do. We'll see if I make it. So today's video, or this week's video, is left hand technique, right? So I think in mariachi guitar and in mariachi armonia in general, we get so focused in on like all the strums, all the complicated, like fancy. Right, we forget the left hand. The left hand is the key to everything, right? I mean, when you go to any kind of classical guitar builder, and they're looking at you, and they're saying, okay, well, what does he know with his left hand, right? And what is he capable of playing on his right hand, right? So they kind of have to work in concert. So it's the same thing for mariachi. If you spend so much time focusing in on every strum, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, you could spend your whole life doing that and never really get solid, right? Really good. A lot of people do, right? But part of what I learned growing up was learning how to transition chords. Right? Without making any kind of open string noise. Right? Right? There's people that really do that and they're not realizing that they're doing it, right? Again, this builds off of last week's video where I talked about just shifting your primary and your secondary chords, right? So your tonic and your dominant. From here it goes to A flat. You're in C sharp. C sharp to, what is it going to be? What's the dominant C sharp 7? F. Right? Okay, we just made a whole all the way up and back down the scale, right? So that's the exercise. I get a lot of comments and people that I talk too much when I'm teaching. Well, I don't know how I was going to curse right there for a second. I don't know how you teach without talking, right? But fine, fair enough. So I'm just going to play, okay? For everybody who wants just the playing part. So you start with A or you can start with C. The idea is you're going to play your primary chords and your dominant 7 chord. From your primary tonic chord, C, to your subdominant to dominant 7 chord. Okay? The reason why you do it this way is because you're getting used to thinking about the scales, because guitars, you know, even chords that are built on for mariachi, they all have an underlying harmony that are based on the scales that are played by the melody, the violins and the trumpets and the harp, right? And the bass notes played by, it's all connected, right? So if you're going to be thinking about this musically, you're not just playing C7, you're not just playing chords. They're all connected to the overall piece. And that's important to learn and understand. This is one way to do it. Let's start with something easy. So let's go let's go D major, right? Well, that's not really easy. Let's just start with C. Okay, so go C. Stop right there at F sharp, because this is already starting to get sore. Okay, so when you feel the cramping, right? Cramping. When you feel the cramping in your left hand, or about here, you're going to start to feel it. This is an exercise. Okay, this is for everybody who's never done this before, and people that, like myself, that did it since the beginning and haven't done it since then. Okay, this is like the type of thing I might teach to like a 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade mariachi student, and just because like this is where you start, right? I'm already feeling it. Right, so I have a kind of a new rule as I'm getting older. When you feel cramp and you feel pain, stop, right? Stretch it out a little bit, just give yourself a little bit of chance to recover, right? When I was younger, we used to just power through it. I know a lot of people that just power through pain. It's a bad idea, okay? It's not going to help your longevity. It's not going to make you a stronger player. It'll give you problems, okay? So it was F sharp. You see? You need to stretch a little bit, okay? So we're here at B natural, B7 to be exact. Where are you going to go? C. So we've just gone all the way up the scale. So that's the first part of the exercise, is just building off of what we were doing last week to add some musical structure to it. You're starting with C. It's a workout, guys. So I can feel it all in my hand, those bar chords. So that's for guitar. So as you can kind of see, doing the exercise is going to build a lot of strength in your hand, very quickly. You do this every day, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. When you start to feel the cramping from the bar chords, get a little pause. I usually get to F sharp, and then I got to take a little break. And go to half notes if you have to. Try to keep it in time. And try to remember to play all your strings. I can already feel that I'm not doing that. I'm getting fatigued. I'm getting tired, right? Which, again, is why this is an exercise. Because when you're out there playing at gigs and on stage, you're forcing it and pushing it at, at full speed, full energy for half hour, an hour, however long your set is. You're going to get fatigued. This is going to hopefully help you. Hopefully it's helping me, right? Because I had this problem, these issues with my hands, I'm getting old, right? Trying to build it back, which is why I'm doing this video series, right? So we're at F sharp. Oh God, I'm leaving this in. I'm not editing it. I'm gonna make you guys go through the pain just with me. faster. So when I was in high school, in college, I could do this all day. Not so much anymore, okay? So don't even bother going that fast if you haven't built up your tolerance, right? It's like trying to drink a whole bottle of tequila and you can't handle one shot. Start small, right? Build back all your strength and your tendons so that they're perfect. Oh, God. I used to be able to do it that fast. This is a horrible video, but that's the exercise, okay? That is to help build back strength in your left hand, and at the same time, you're building power in your right hand, right? Because you can do variations of the exercise. Woo, man, felt the cramp right there. That was crazy uncomfortable. Okay, enough of that. I think you guys get the point. So try that, starting in C, and all the way around the scale. Once you get that down, right, you can go backwards. You can go. Right, you can go melodically back down. Okay, that's that part of the exercise. It's a real pain. If you're going to be a guitar player, learn your frets, right? Learn how to go all your bar chords, all your keys, all your positions. Don't just stay stuck up here forever. I'm going to go ahead and do the second part of this because I don't know if I'm going to have time to make the next video next week or not. I'm going to be traveling, coming out to Phoenix and Tucson to see my family. I'm going to finally see my mother. I haven't seen her in like 2 years, so that's going to be really nice. See some mariachi, hang out. It's going to be good times.